Hi students. Unexpectedly, I'm not going to be with you today to help you get through this activity so you have a guest teacher. One of the things I didn't get to go over with you before being gone today was how to behave for a guest teacher. It's so important to me that you are kind and respectful of a guest in our classroom, and you remember that this is your classroom and you're welcoming a guest teacher in as a guest into our school and into our classroom, and you would treat them the same way you would treat a guest in your home. I'm sure that you're going to do that, and that I'm going to hear that it was a wonderful day for Mrs. Studebaker in our classroom. So thank you so much. In terms of what you're doing today, this will be a little bit of a surprise, but you're actually taking a test. Before you groan, let me tell you a little bit more about this test. Teachers have to set goals for themselves to be better teachers, and one of my goals is to make you better writers. And I'm going to teach you about a new kind of writing that you're going to do often in this class. But in order to better help you, I need to be able to meet you where you are and move you forward. So this test is about figuring out where you are. You're not going to see a grade on this test. It's important, and I want you to try your best, but it's not going to show up in the grade book. Your parents aren't going to hear about it. It's just to give me an idea where you are as a writer so that I can give you what you need to move you forward. So please take it seriously and do your best. But don't set expectations for yourself that you should know this already. This is something we're going to be working on this year. So, my Google Classroom looks a little bit different than yours, but I'm going to show you up on the screen what you should do to find this test for today's activity. First of all, you're watching this video as a whole class, but if you forget what to do and you have earbuds, you can access the video again and re-watch it to help you figure out what you need to do to access the test, and once you're finished. But please, if you're going to watch the video while other people are testing, wear earbuds so that they're not disrupted. I do expect that you work silently on this test, and I muted all commenting features on Google Classroom because you should not be chatting with each other while you're taking this test either. Okay. When you go into Classroom, you should notice this writing goals test is posted right up at the top. This link will be a link to the video so that you can go back and get extra help if you don't know how to access the assignment. And this link is a link to the test. When you click on the test, it will pop up and look like this. But instead of seeing copy of SLO pre-assessment, you'll see your name in the title, and it will be your document that is your test. Here's what the test says. Please read the prompt and look carefully at the data table to answer the question below in a well-written paragraph. Mrs. McDonald has found 2 rocks and would like to figure out if they are the same or different. Below is a table with some information about them. So this table tells you about the 2 rocks that I found, rock 1 and rock 2. It tells you their mass in grams. They're both light green. Their hardness, which is just a number to compare how hard the rocks are. Their density, some of you may know what that is from 4th or 5th grade. And their melting point. Using the information in the table, write a scientific explanation that explains that answers the following question. Are rock 1 and rock 2 the same type of rock? Please type your answer in the space below. You may use the graphic organizer on the next page for help. So again, you're answering this question. Are rock 1 and rock 2 the same type of rock? And you're answering this rock in a well-written paragraph. So you shouldn't be answering just yes or no. You should be writing an entire paragraph to answer that question and using the information from the table to help you answer. On the next page, I included a graphic organizer to help you organize your thoughts if you're interested. This is a tool we'll use throughout the year. You may not know how to use it yet. You may choose not to use it. That's totally fine. Remember, this is new, and you shouldn't know what you're doing. It's just for me to figure out where you are. If you choose to use it, though, it is here for you. When you're ready to answer, you're going to click in this space and start typing your answer. The rocks are, and you'll type however you want to answer that question. Are rock 1 and rock 2 the same type of rock? When you're finished answering the question, on your screen you'll see a button up here that says Submit. Once you're ready, you'll click Submit and I'll receive your assignment. Once I receive your assignment and once it's submitted, when you look back into Google Classroom, you should see that you have completed the assignment, and this area will show a green mark that shows that you've completed it. Once you've completed the assignment, there are only 2 choices for how you can spend your time. The first choice is to go back to the expectation checklist and make sure you're carefully reading those documents so that you can sign this checklist to get it turned in. The other option is I've included this website with simulations that you can play with your extra time. When you click on this link, it will take you to a website that has this button here that says Play with Simulations. And simulations are basically science games that teach you about science principles. There are hundreds of simulations on this site, and some of them are fun and some of them are not. Some of them are meant for middle school students and some are meant for college students. So you really will have to find your way around this website to figure out what's interesting to you. Most of the simulations that have this little 5 in the corner will work on the Chromebooks. Some of them will not. So if you come across one that won't work, move on to something else and try something different. This will be an independent activity, so please don't involve your neighbors in what you're doing today. You'll be doing this all on your own. Thank you so much for being kind to our guest teacher and doing your best work on the test. Remember, you can re-watch this video if you need extra help with the test. Also, if you would like a paper copy rather than typing on the computer document, the substitute teacher will have a paper copy available. I prefer that you answer on the computer, so please make an attempt to do that. But if you really feel like you need a paper copy, please ask for one. Also, you need to take this test completely independently, so no teacher or teaching assistant can help you with this test. You're completely on your own. Try your best, do your best work, and it will really help me learn how I can better teach you. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all on Wednesday.